guys, welcome. Bringing you a general reading for the Twin Flame Collective for the full moon in Libra. Yay! That will be at its peak on the 16th at 2:55 p.m. Eastern Time. Now that's going to be the 17th if you're in Australia, so check your local listings. Beautiful lunation, powerful. It will impact the cardinal signs the most, so Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. You may feel this one a bit more. We've got the Aries sun. We're in Aries mansion right now, and then across the zodiac wheel is Libra. So that's the opposition, which does present a bit of a challenge. And here, Aries is going to have to take a back seat. And I promised you when I did the new moon reading, I said, I know this is all about us. It's the I. And I promised you when we get to the Libra full moon, it'll be about the we in relationship. And that's right where we are. And Libra kind of wins the day. So what's really lovely about this particular lunation is that we do still have that Jupiter and Neptune conjunction in Pisces, same degree. They're still hanging on there together, and Venus and Mars have joined that party. So divine masculine principle, divine feminine principle, the action and the feeling of it all coming together in beautiful Pisces, close to the Jupiter Neptune, my gosh, I can't say that today, conjunction. Neptune, that dreamy, beautiful spiritual quality, our connection to the divine, and Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, and divine timing. Everything's sort of unfolding in a beautiful energy, watery energy, right? So that's why Aries has to take a little bit of a back seat. That's just the elemental dignities at work. There's way more water in the cosmos right now than there is fire. But the beautiful heady energy of Libra air is leading the way. And as you know, with all full moons, it's all about release, forgiveness, letting go, leaving what doesn't serve you in the rear view mirror. And, you got to start with gratitude. So I feel we kind of have gratitude for what we've just come from all we've worked through since the new moon in Aries, when we were focused on bettering ourselves, when we were focused on paying attention to the I am energy of Aries as we move into this new zodiac cycle, right? That shift into Aries is sort of the new year for the zodiac. And so many of you have been doing so much work. I tried to focus all my attention on the future. I just felt called to do that. And I've been really feeling it in the comments. There have been a lot of real positive responses to that, and I can feel so many people letting go. So this is where we get the opportunity to ritualize that, okay? So be sure that you express gratitude first. Write it out if you have to. Meditate to it if you want to. It's about, being grateful for all you've learned and how much you've grown and how much wiser you are. I mean, give yourself a pat on the back. That is where the gratitude is right now, for how you've weathered the storms of the first few months of this year. And gosh knows, all of 2020, 2021 was nightmarish, and the first few months of 2022 have been no picnic either. A little bit better by comparison, but no picnic. So now we clear those decks, we express our gratitude, and now we say, what am I not going to carry forward with me? And the focus is on relationships. Where can we let go? Some of us may need to let go of a connection, a friendship. Some of us may have dynamics in work relationships or even in our romantic connections where we just say that this is the line I draw. I'm going forward without it. Others of us have to kind of let go of long harbored resentments or regrets or anger or a sense of loss or grief. Sometimes you just got to say, okay, I think I've grieved it enough. And I got out of that what I needed to get out of it, and I've repaired myself, and I'm prepared to move forward now. So it's, it just depends where you are in your connection and on your timeline, What is it that no longer is able to be carried forward? That's what you want to focus on letting go of for this Libra full moon, because it is all about harmony. It is all about beauty. It is all about love and relationship. Libra is ruled by Venus. Okay, so I have yammered on enough about this moon. Let me pull from Moonology or get some cards going for us to see what we might want to focus on. Again, calling in the energy from the Twin Flame Soulmate Collective for the full moon in Libra. All from the top. Luck is on your side. There's Jupiter. Time to take action. That's Aries. Hold your vision. I love this. So, because we have that Jupiter thing going on for us, I love Aries makes an appearance. The new moon in Aries comes back to say, yeah, good luck with leaving me out. The luck is on your side energy of a new moon in Sagittarius. Feels like the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces. And it's time to take action, right? Because if luck is on your side, what do you got to lose? Hold your vision, fixed moon. So that's telling you luck is on your side, time to take action, but zero in, get very focused, and hold your vision on what it is you're trying to accomplish. I know, that feels really nice. So that is the Moonology Oracle for us. And now I'm going to get into the reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. As always, if you enjoy the reading, you like my style, my energy, whatever, please feel free to join us here by subscribing. That's the best way to see me pop up in your feed. If you are returning to the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead. If you've been watching me for a little while and you're like, hey, yeah, I remember her, just subscribe. Costs you nothing. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Little bit of a different message than the time to take action. The Knight of Pentacles suggests we're moving forward cautiously, right? Taking, one foot in front of the sorry about all the doggies. It's the weekend, right? Knight of Pentacles is just, yes, it's taking action, but it's doing so very intentionally, almost as if you've got a triptych, right? You're planning your trip, you know your destination and all the little stops along the way to get there. So there is a plan involved, but it can also be about moving forward cautiously. So I do want to say that. What's crossing us here? Three of Pentacles, right? Are we both, if you're thinking of your beloved, because that's what these readings are about, are you both on the same page? Three of Pentacles is cooperation, co-creative energy. You, your divine counterpart in spirit, do you have a green light? Are you ready to move forward together and build on what you already have? That's where I feel the cautionary behavior of that Knight of Pentacles might be. Ace of Swords. I'm feeling like underneath here in your unconscious awareness, there's some energy trying to come in, some messages of clarity trying to come in. The Ace of Swords is a divine gift from spirit, that aha moment, the epiphany. So I feel it's like right beneath the surface. It's almost as if you keep thinking like you're like, do I know this to be a thing? It could be your intuition as well. Or like, am I imagining this? No, it's coming in. It's trying to find its way in. Listen to the messages. If you're seeing numbers, if you're hearing songs, if somebody's name is appearing and it feels like that's kind of weird, which actually happened to me lately, that's a sign. That's the universe. That's spirit gifting you that insight that, oh, things are starting to connect. In the past, King of Wands. So there could have been some issue with somebody, laying claim to this, or knowing what they want to the degree that they would take action on it. It's possible that that was part of the problem. Almost as if I'm seeing a King of Wands who's been unavailable, right? In reverse. We'll see. High Priestess. Didn't I just say the intuition part? I sure did. So yeah, this Ace of Swords and the High Priestess, your unconscious awareness and your conscious awareness, right? This is I love that the High Priestess came out. I'm super happy about that because it's letting me know that what you sort of suspect is going on, but you're not quite sure. Yeah, you got it. You got it. It is your intuition, your inner knowing, your connection to your higher self and to the divine through the Piscean energy of the High Priestess. But you get little flares, little glimmers of it. Maybe even in your sleep state and your dreams for some of you, but that Ace of Wands being right under the surface is being confirmed by the High Priestess from the top of the deck. Going forward, Page of Swords. There might be some information that you receive. There could be a message coming through, something you need to learn here. Page of Swords to me is like the spy or detective of the tarot. It suggests that there's information lurking somewhere that you need to help you make a decision. Spirit's advice is about the Seven of Swords. This has come out in almost every reading. Very few that it didn't. And it was always about avoidance, always about somebody trying to like avoid being put on the spot or avoid commitment or avoid, telling you what you want to know, but only letting you know what they think you should know. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the whole lying by omission of fact. It's not flat out lying, but it's, when there's some information that you could use to make a good decision, Page of Swords, and that person avoids providing that information. Sometimes it's just stalling for time. Other times it's not great. Here's the Page of Pentacles and the hidden energies. Page of Pentacles is there's something that's being learned. It's like a new situation, and you may both be moving into a whole new phase of your connection, almost like starting from scratch, I want to say, for some of you. Eight of Cups in the potential, in your hopes and or fears. Okay, so I'm feeling it's coming through as a fear. A fear of it not working the way you want it to and having to leave it all behind. And the potential outcome, Knight of Swords, right? Somebody's going to chase after you to clear the air. So I almost feel like, even though I'm seeing some, how shall I say, negative energy, almost I'm going to err on the side of caution, Knight of Pentacles, to the point where I'm not going to expect the good things. I'm going to expect the bad things. Or not the not so good things, not bad things, the not so good things. Let me be very clear. Spirit don't play that way. The universe doesn't play that way. If you expect the worst, you're going to get the worst. If you expect somebody to rise to the occasion, they will rise to the occasion. If you expect them to disappoint you, the universe feels the dominant energy of disappointment and says, oh, so-and-so wants to be disappointed. Because that's the energy they're putting out there. Does that make sense? I mean, I try to get this through. You need to be a vibrational match for what it is you're calling in. If you're trying to call in someone who will not disappoint you, then you have to be in the energy of being pleasantly surprised, of being proven wrong, right? Like, you just got to kind of embody that, especially during your full moon ritual, whatever it is for you. And just sort of like release the negative Nelly and say, that's what I'm going to release during this full moon in Libra. I'm going to release my my negativity or my expectation that things aren't going to go well, right? I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to embrace an optimist's attitude. And then the universe will see you as a positive vibrational match for that which you desire. I hope I've made that clear. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some clarifying. I do think this Knight of Swords in the outcome position is pretty good, because there's an offer of truth here that may clear up any misunderstandings that I feel you're anticipating, especially with the Seven of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, this is good. Okay. Very similar, I want to say, to the Scorpio reading that just went up. There's a similar feeling here. Different decks, but it's kind of still coming through. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is, you know, focused attention, effort, on working at something, on fixing something or working at something. We've got an Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. And I have a feeling that the caution that's being taken here is because in the past, someone's been kind of complacent. And that's what needs to be worked on. And I feel all the anxiety bubbling up under the surface, right? Am I going to be the one doing all the heavy lifting again? Because we see the Three of Pentacles is what's crossing us here. What's crossing us represents the challenge. Three of Pentacles is cooperation. The two of us in spirit working together to take what's good about the connection and build on it. I kind of feel there's a little bit of worry around that, and that's why you're moving pretty slowly and cautiously with the Knight of Pentacles. You're not at a standstill. Oh my gosh, my phone. You're not at a standstill. You're sort of proceeding with caution. Okay? And that feels to me like that's a good thing. Ace of Swords in your subconscious realm. Haha. The Fool, the Four of Pentacles, and the Star. Yeah, I feel there's some insight here with the Ace of Swords that you may not need to keep your walls so high, that it may be, the time may be now. The time may be now to kind of loosen up a little bit, take a little bit of a risk. Yeah, the Star underneath is kind of keeping hope alive that, you know, by letting that center pentacle drop to reveal the heart chakra, you're not going to be stepping in it, right? Sometimes we get a little nervous, but we feel like I'm kind of open to it now. Ace of Swords, you feel that moment that, oh, this might be the time, but it's all beneath the surface, like I said. And I'm feeling like you're in consideration of dropping that center pentacle, of not being so guarded, and kind of keeping hope alive that you won't be disappointed. But it is like an intuitive hit, and that's why the High Priestess is what's crowning you right now. Let's look at the King of Wands in the past. Yeah, I feel like this is a King of Wands in the reverse position. They did not take action. I do feel like they were unavailable. I feel like on some level, you kind of had to move forward here. We've got the Five of Swords underneath, which leads me to believe that this person sabotaged themselves and therefore the connection, right? The Chariot, they either moved away from you or whatever that movement energy is. Maybe there was absolutely zero movement and that it would happen in divine time. Sometimes the wheel is not always moving in our favor at the moment that it appears in a reading. And I feel like in the past, these cards are pretty much reversed because of someone's self-sabotage. I do not think it's you. I think it's the person you're here to inquire about. And therefore, they made themselves unavailable for any progress, any forward motion. It feels like the Wheel of Fortune was just at a standstill, right? In everything in divine time means when you're both on the same page, which Three of Pentacles, we're having an issue around that, or we're wondering about that right now. High Priestess. King of Swords. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Yeah, so I feel as if there may, you may not be in connection right now, meaning in 3D. I feel like you know that this person has sort of removed themselves from the situation. We see that over here. I feel like the King of Swords and the King of Wands is the same person, but that they've kind of grown cold and you're sort of waiting it out. The Seven of Pentacles is patience. Seven of Pentacles is like, my intuition tells me that it will all unfold one way or the other organically. And you may not be in communication with this person right now, many of you. Three of Swords, there's some hurt feelings. There's still some heart heaviness or heartache just below the surface. But I'm still feeling like you're open to things sorting themselves out. You just need more information. Page of Swords. Yeah, the Empress shows up, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Swords. I'm going to pull for the Seven of Swords first, since that's a message from Spirit. The Sun, Ten of Pentacles, Devil. All right, so let me go here first, and then I'll talk about the near future. Spirit's trying to let you know this person is afraid that they are not worthy of going the distance. Like they're kind of blocking their own happiness here. Seven of Swords and the Devil underneath. To me, the Devil is just fear. It's control. It's the ego telling this person, yeah, who are you to think you're going to be happy? So what do? They create conditions to prove themselves right. Here you may be thinking of a future. You may be believing that this is a relationship that could potentially go the distance, and then this person steps in it big time. We had the Five of Swords over here in the past, so nothing moved forward, nothing progressed. Right now, you're not in communication, or very little, and whatever little is kind of icy, or you're not getting much out of this person, but you're willing to wait it out, even though you're still kind of nursing some wounds here. I'm going to talk about the Page of Swords in a moment, but Spirit's telling you the Seven of Swords is a cover. It's a cover for this person's insecurity and their fears that they're unworthy or undeserving of happiness and a long life, happy, content life with somebody that they're committed to. So this is their issue. It's not your issue. So now that we know that, let me go back to the Page of Swords. Here's the Divine Feminine, which I think is mainly who's watching, not always, but mainly it's a Divine Feminine who's really like, I kind of need to know a little bit more. I'm missing some information. But I also feel, like I said in the beginning, that I think a message of clarity might come in around this person's avoidance of commitment. Seven of Swords underneath that Hierophant. What's the issue? I'm just going to move in 3 million different directions to avoid commitment. That's the issue. And I kind of feel like there may be some truth coming in about it. I'm not sure if it's going to come directly from this person. I think they're still going to avoid and obfuscate and, again, I don't feel this is a cheating storyline. I feel this is somebody who sets themselves up for a fall and takes you with them because they don't think they're deserving. And I think if you pose the question to them, you might get the truth. You might already suspected Ace of Swords, and here High Priestess is confirming. And if you're willing to wait, you may get to that truth. But don't expect this person to come clean on their own. I feel like there will be a clearing of the air, but if you really suspect, yeah, I think this person and I we've got good potential to have a long-term connection. But they keep doing things that set us up for failure. Well, what they're doing is they're setting themselves up for failure. You're just along for that ride. Like, they're not trying to screw you over. They're really not. And if you're here and you think you're going to go into the comments and say, yeah, then this isn't your reading, because I have evidence here to the contrary. So it's just not your reading. Please believe me when I say that. The people I'm reading for here are generally well suited for each other. There's a good thing going between you, and the one person that seems to be the masculine in this particular reading keeps stepping in it, and they take you along with them. And it isn't because they don't find you deserving, it's that they don't find themselves deserving. That's the issue. And I think if you just scraped a little bit, Page of Swords, boop, 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 they're going to bleed that insecurity. They're going to bleed that energy of I'm not worthy. They're going to bleed the fear. And that's going to explain and clear the air for all the craziness that has gone before. Page of Pentacles and the hidden energies. Yeah. This person is learning how, oh my God, I'm like, after I just said that, I get the proof. This person in the hidden energies, they're learning how to be dependable. They're learning how to be a King of Pentacles, how to show up for you, how to have your back, how to be in relationship where there's a back and forth, right? The Magician, they're learning that they have everything it takes to manifest whatever they want. And once they realize that, there they are, Knight of Swords, coming back to clear the air. So I do feel right now the Knight of Swords is underneath, but it's going to arrive soon enough. And I don't think you're going to have to scratch them too hard before they bleed the truth of the situation and take responsibility and accountability for it. 8 of Cups in your hopes or fears. Yeah, I feel like you're fearing that you're going to have to choose to just walk away. Oh my gosh, I so get it. 8 of Cups, 5 of Wands, the conflict card, the Lovers card, and 5 of Cups underneath. Like you're already anticipating the disappointment, the grief, the loss, right? Because you are fearing that you're going to have to choose to walk away if you can't resolve this conflict. And some of you are going to have to. Some of you will have to make that choice. But I'm here to tell you that the vast majority of you, the problem isn't what your worthiness. The problem isn't that this person doesn't love you or doesn't see you as worthy. The problem is they don't see themselves as worthy. So they act badly, they take a good thing and screw it up, and everything I just said is now coming back in these final cards, right? Because in the hidden energies, the Knight of Swords is underneath. Going forward, your potential outcome, it's from the top of the deck. Then we have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is somebody saying, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Let me clear the air. Let me tell you what's going on with me. Page of Swords. There it is. There it is. And I told you, somebody's going to give you a message and explain their fear of commitment. Here it is. Please don't give up on me. They're going to tell you. They're going to clear the air. Now, the Hanged Man underneath suggests to me that this person is kind of going to surrender. They're just going to surrender. They're going to go ahead and tell you what they need to tell you, and then they're kind of leave it all over. And I'm not seeing hope there. I see it here for you. I feel like this person is going to say, well, that's what I came to say, and now it's in your hands. I surrender. That's the energy I'm feeling from the Hanged Man underneath. Okay? I know, it's an emotional reading. I'm getting emotional because I can feel the positive energy in this connection. And I feel not that you've misunderstood this person at all, but that you've misunderstood the message you're receiving. Like you've internalized it as you are somehow not worthy of, happiness or a lasting love or, the opportunity to build a foundation that might go somewhere. I feel like you've completely internalized something, and this person will find the way to come in and clear that misunderstanding and let you know, no, it's all me. It's coming from me. Wow. I know, I'm really emotional about it. Okay, so let me tell you who showed up. We have here, the Fool is Aquarius, the Star is Aquarius, strong Aquarian energy. King of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sag. Chariot is Cancer. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius, which is really a Jupiter card. High Priestess is Pisces. King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Empress is Taurus and Libra. That's Venus. Hierophant is Taurus. The sun is Leo, the devil is Capricorn. King of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Magician is Virgo and Gemini. That's a card of Mercury. The Lovers is Gemini, and the Hangman is Pisces. Lots of energy showed up. Now, you know what I like to do for the full moons and the new moons is I go all around the zodiac, Aries through Pisces. This time I'm going to look at the opportunity for harmony, because that's the full moon in Libra. The challenge to be released, like where's the challenge? We already see something here, but I want to look at each individual sign. And then the result or outcome potential. And that will be for Aries through Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So you get a lot of opportunities for messages. The link to that extended is below. Just FYI, if you are in the channel membership, you don't have to buy the extended. You get it as part of your membership. I gift that and the new moon readings to you. Also, when you get there, there is a description box, and I have the timestamp in there. You're going to have to copy and paste it because I don't post this on YouTube for the general public, only for the members. So please check that description box, copy and paste it so you can go straight to the signs you want to watch. Thanks so much for joining me. Full moon in Libra, blessings to everyone. Much love, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.